What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of YNR. So it's Valentine's Day in Genoa City. From what I've seen so far, this Valentine's Day is pretty doom and gloom for a lot of couples. It didn't start off right for a lot of people so far. Uh, I kind of feel bad for Kane. Kane basically just moping around. You know what I mean? Lily's, he's spending, mind you, Valentine's Day is not just Valentine's Day for him or Lily. It's their seventh wedding anniversary because remember, they got remarried in 2012 on Valentine's Day. I think it was in Italy or something. Um, so they got remarried in 2012, and this is their seventh wedding anniversary slash Valentine's Day, and they're spending it obviously apart. With her in prison, they can't spend it together, sadly. So of course he's moping around and coming up with excuses as to why he's not going to see Lily, talking about he's busy at Chancellor and stuff like that. I don't really think Lily even wants to see him because of that whole Victoria situation. Because remember, he was kissing Victoria and stuff like that, and Billy basically snitched to Lily. So, so pretty much, Lily has basically isolated herself from Kane. Like she don't even want to see Kane. Nothing. Um, I mean that's his own fault. You know what I mean? Like you got to learn how to stop the infidelities. You got to learn how to stop the BS. So basically, the twins basically came up with this little project for Kane and Lily. Basically to boost up Lily's spirits and stuff like that. It was like a little video project, something story that they were working on, with all type of graphics and stuff like that Charlie made. Um, I think it was nice of them to do that for their mother and their father. It was nice of them to do it. And they wanted Kane, of course, to put his own input into it. I think they put a lot of effort into it, to try and make Valentine's Day special for Lily however they could. I felt like that was a nice touch. But Kane gonna have to do a lot of begging to get back in Lily's good graces because it's not easy for her to be in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like he's making it kind of all about him, how tough it is for him to be without his wife and the kids to be without their mother. Okay, but she doesn't have it easy either. Being in prison ain't no damn picnic. You got all them little gangster girls up in there trying to get at her and stuff like that. You know what I mean? She has to be in prison and worry about protecting herself in there. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously she's never been to prison before. She don't know how to handle that life. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to figure out ways to stay above ground in there until she can get out of there. So it's way tougher for her than it is for Kane and the kids. It's hard for them, but it's way harder for her. Because being in prison, you have, especially when you've never been to prison before, so you don't know that life. And people in prison are dangerous. So it's like you have to get your mindset. You have to change up your mindset and how you think and how you do things and stuff like that when adjusted to that life because you have to stay alive in there. You know what I mean? So she has it way harder than they have it. At least y'all got freedom and you can move around and do what you want. She doesn't have that. So she has to worry about that, and Kane can't keep it in his pants. It's like, bruh, do you always have to cheat? Like, haven't you been through this before with Juliet? Hell, you had a whole baby with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's when your wife wasn't in prison. Like, come on, bro. Do better. So, anyway, moving on from that mess. Arturo. I'm sorry, but I can't get behind this wedding with Arturo and Abby. I can't. I can't. Now I see why Victor is suspicious of him. I feel like Arturo proposed to Abigail as a way of showing Mia that, oh, I moved on. I don't have feelings for you anymore. I feel like it was, even though went out and got her a ring and stuff like that, I do feel like he had ulterior motives for proposing. Because it's clear to me that he still has feelings for Mia, but he doesn't want to act on those feelings, obviously, because of Abby and Ray. That's why he doesn't want to do that. I mean, he damn near destroyed their marriage the first time. He didn't want to be responsible for doing it a second. I get that. But he's playing a very stupid game at this point. Not only a dangerous one, a stupid one. Because it's quite clear he still got feelings for her, and like I said, he proposed to Abby to stick it to Mia to show her, okay, I'm over you. I don't think about you no more. I moved on clearly, but it's obvious that he has not moved on. You can see it in his face every time he's around Mia. You can see it. You can see the feelings in him. You know what I'm saying? It just pours right out of him. Any fool can see it. The only one I think that's not really seeing it is Abby. Abby knows Mia still wants Arturo. She knows that. She knows that. But what she doesn't know and should know is that the feelings are mutual with her fiance. That he still has feelings for her. See, that's why I hate it when people try to marry somebody else when they still have unfinished business with the first person that they were with. And it's clear he has unfinished business with her. And it's not fair to Abby. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be honest with Abby. And more importantly, he needs to be honest with himself. Because Abby has already been through the whole marriage and divorce bit, and I don't think she really wants to go through that again. His ideas for the wedding were a little bit wild because he's sitting there talking about going, I guess, scuba diving for their honeymoon. Then he talking about getting married underwater, all that nonsense. I'm like, first of all, I've never heard of anybody get married underwater. Like, how does that work? How does that happen? I'm like, I've never heard of that before. Um, Mia, I have no sympathy for Mia whatsoever. She ain't nothing but a social climber. That's all she is. I have no sympathy for this girl. She's clearly wackadoo. She's out of her mind. She's running around calling Ray, crying and sobbing, trying to talk to him. Ray is not trying to hear nothing she has to say. He's not answering none of her calls. Then she's sitting there calling Lola, asking Lola to try and get in touch with Ray. Lola got her own problems that she's dealing with right now. She ain't got time to be dealing with your marital issues that you brought on yourself. She doesn't have time for that. So she's trying to fix her own relationship. She ain't got time to fix yours. So basically Lola was of no help to her at all. Lola was actually annoyed that the trick called. And I don't blame her. It's like she got her own relationship drama she's trying to handle. She doesn't have time to handle yours. You know, that's like a whole second job right there. It's a full-time job just trying to maintain her relationship. She ain't got time to maintain yours too. So you fix your own problems. Um, Mia had the nerve to go down to the police department and ask the officers down there to put out an APB on Ray, talking about, oh, it's an emergency. This is not no emergency. First of all, these cops have better things to do. They got other crimes, real crimes to solve. They don't have time to get in the middle of your marital issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with Lola. If when Ray wants to call you or he feels like talking to you, he will reach out, clearly. So obviously you going to the police station is a waste of time. You calling everybody is a waste of time. You made your bed, you lie in it. Period. You sat there. Ray was giving her a second chance. You know what I'm saying? At first he was hesitant, and then he went through with the whole vow renewal, thinking that it was gonna be a fresh start. As soon as y'all start making love, she blurts out Arturo's name. I was like, oh yeah, that's grounds for divorce right there. I'm sorry, but you will not get a third chance because it's clear that you still have feelings for Arturo. So why are you still trying to make this marriage work? And then she sits there, looks at the magazine with Abby's picture on it and gets mad about it. Like, I just feel like she doesn't like Abby because Abby has money and status and stuff like that. And not only all those things, but she also has Arturo. So that's another reason she's upset. Like, I do feel like there's a sense of jealousy, not just because of Arturo, but I think she's jealous of Abby's lifestyle. Because clearly, obviously, the Rosales family did not come from wealth. But I hate that they hate on people who do come from wealth. But yet you're trying to gain that wealth. And she's nothing, like I said, she's nothing but a social climber. And I hope Abby opens her eyes before she says I do and dump Arturo. Because it's clear, like I say, he still has feelings for this girl. Like, it's obvious. Stevie Wonder can see the shit. Like, your own father can, well, I don't know if Victor knows about Arturo and Mia, but he definitely does not like Arturo and he mistrusts Arturo. So anyway, moving on to Lola. So Lola was at the Abbott mansion basically trying to find out where Kyle was because after that little kick in the ass that she got from Mariah yesterday, she basically wants to fix that relationship with Kyle because she regrets breaking up with him. What irritates me about Lola, I do feel like she's a bit immature. Not even a bit. She's fully immature. And she needs to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand she's a virgin. She's never had a real relationship before. Kyle is really her first real boyfriend. That's her first real relationship. So she's kind of new to this whole relationship thing. I get that. But Kyle has been making so many overtures toward her. Like he's been making so many uh you know, he's been making so much effort to, fix this relationship, be who she wants him to be. And I feel like in a relationship, you shouldn't have to change who you are. I feel like Lola a lot of times want Kyle to apologize for being wealthy or coming from a wealthy family. He should not have to apologize for that. He can't help the fact that he was born in Abbott and he was born with a big trust fund and they own a big $1 billion cosmetics firm. He can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to apologize for that. Who would? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to apologize for that? You must be crazy. I would never apologize for coming from money. You embrace it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Um, but yeah, it's like sometimes she just want him to stop buying. I mean, she's annoying sometimes because he buys her expensive things sometimes. Well, that's what happens when you date somebody who's wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, money's no object to them. So you might as well get used to it or step off. Like, she's being a little immature about it. And I don't blame Jack for giving her the third degree. Like, basically asking, like, what are your intentions with my son? I don't want to see my son hurt because Kyle has really been heartbroken over all of this. He's been trying to fix this relationship, trying to be loyal to her, trying to do this and that and the third. She hasn't made any efforts. None. So I don't blame Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would put her through the ringer a little bit before I even give up some information on Kyle. Like, just to make sure you're serious because you're not going to hurt my son again. Like, I don't blame Jack. He's being a parent, like any parent would. So of course, Kyle is at the Abbott cabin with Summer, drinking champagne. Summer a little annoyed. I cannot stand Summer. She's sitting here talking about, oh, love is overrated. Shut up, Summer. So of course the guy who Jack hired to do the sleigh ride for Kyle and Lola comes in thinking Summer is Kyle's girlfriend, and Kyle quickly told him no, that's not. So they decided to do some of the things that he was planning to do with Lola, like the sleigh ride, the ice skating. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Summer takes the advantage and tries to, starts going in for the kill, for the kiss. And Kyle let it happen, and of course Lola walked in on it while she was at the door and saw them kissing. I said that was predictable. I knew she was gonna be there and witness it. I mean, honestly, I don't feel bad for Lola, but at the same time, I don't want Kyle with Summer. But I don't feel bad for Lola because this man has been giving you chance after chance and making so much effort to be with you, and now you see him kissing somebody else. So it's like you can't really get mad about that. You're the one who kept kicking him to the curb. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit there and get mad when you see his lips on somebody else. Like, you had numerous chances and you blew every last one of them. So, and he still loves Lola. Like, he still wants to make it work. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to be with Summer. To my knowledge, he doesn't. I mean, obviously he still has some feelings towards Summer, clearly, but Lola is the one that he really wants to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's too damn immature. So anyway, moving on from that, Sharon and Ray. Listen, I can't take this little relationship serious, this little I love you fest. I can't take it serious. Ray and Sharon have known each other for 6 months. Not once during that 6 months have they ever been in any type of romantic relationship. They've never, none of that. Never kissed, none of that. I mean, yeah, they share these little googly eyes at each other and flirt around with each other, and it's clear that they had a connection the first day that they met each other. That's clear. But for him to come over her house talking about, oh, I can't deny my feelings anymore. I have to be honest. I love you. He basically coerced her into saying, I love you back. Because when he told her 2 times he loved her, she never once said it back until he said, oh, say it. How are you gonna tell her to say it? If she really felt that way about you, she would have said it. Like, as soon as you said it the first time, she would have said it back. Like, I can't get into Sharon and Ray as a couple. I can't. Sharon basically was letting them know, like, if they do get into a relationship, she wants to take it real slow. But him telling her I love you, that's not taking it slow. Usually when you tell somebody you love them, that's because y'all dated for quite some time. At least like damn near a year, like maybe a few months. You know what I'm saying? They've never even dated. So the whole I love you thing is like you're doing too much. And of course, you know, first of all, I can't blame Sharon for ditching Valentine's Day plans with Mariah and Tessa, because Mariah pretty much invited her to come out with her and Tessa. I was like, yeah, but not many people want to be the third wheel though, especially in Valentine's Day. Like that's no. Mm-mm. You know, any other night maybe, but Valentine's Day, no. I would hate to be the third wheel on Valentine's Day. I would totally hate it. Um, so yeah, and then of course when she went to go make tea, Ray found her phone bill from the night JT was killed, and she dialed 911 that night. I said, see, this is why she can't date him, because as long as this JT mess is going on, it's a huge red flag. It's a huge problem because he's investigating not only Nikki, but he's practically investigating Sharon and Phyllis and Victoria too. So it's a whole big conflict of interest for them to even date. You know, because like you can't date the guy that's basically trying to put y'all in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no, hell no. I can't. I'm just not on board with the two of them. I'm really really not. I know some people are, and that's cool. I'm not. I'm not one of those people. But anyway, this was a cool little episode though. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.